Hello buddies, you all know Moses. I have been sharing his video recently on my page. He registered with Chef Arome Culinary School a few weeks back, and I told you guys he has been doing well, he has been trying his best. So recently he got this job to make a soccer cake, a soccer or football cake for a client, and he called me and he needed me to help him out because the oga of the place was not around, so he needed me to help him to achieve this. So first we started by carving out the shapes of what we are going to use to design the cake. Okay, you know those kind of patches you see on football, like you have the black side, the white side, sometimes you have the blue side, the white side, the red side, the white, just something like that. So we cut out the shapes that we're going to be using. One shape has 5 sides, the other one has 6 sides, so we cut them and we kept them aside. I just helped him to cut it out though. Then I allowed him to apply to make to stage the cake on the board. Okay, to fix the cake to the board by applying the buttercream on the board, then placing the cakes just as you see in the video. This cake we baked it using 6.5 inches bowl or plates. Yes, then I had to help him to do the scraping after he did the carving. After he carved out the cake, I helped him to do the scraping, and then I allowed him to do the crumb coating, to cover the cake with buttercream. Okay, so after the crumb coating, I also allowed him to make the fondant, to stretch out the fondant, and to roll out the fondant that will be used to cover the cake. So I made sure that he rolled it out and also placed it on the cake by himself. I was about allowing him to, cover it properly, but it was a little bit difficult for him though. But because of time, because it was almost late, I just needed to just help him out to cover it, to cover it faster so that we can move on to the next stage. Although while covering it, I tried to make sure that he was focused, and also I tried to explain to him and also showed him how he's going to, fix up things, how he's going to do it, how he's going to make it work, and how he's going to cover it properly, just as you see in the video. Okay, so once we are done covering, we cut out the excesses and then remove that. Then we use the artistic tools to push the downside inside so that everything will come out well, like will look round in shape. Now the top of this cake, you see that how it was done up. We had to fix some cake, we had to get some cake crumbs and mix with butter to give it that round shape at the top, because the plate was a kind of a little bit flat at the top before we crumb coated and then we covered with fondant. So now we went ahead to use those things that we cut out before to cut out the shapes that we're going to place on the cake. Like I told you, those patches you normally see on football or soccer ball. Bah? So I cut out the first two, then allowed him to cut out the rest, because this is a tutorial class, so he needs to do some work. Okay, even though it is a job that he got, I just needed to help him small. So I went ahead, I cut few, and I allowed him to cut the rest, just as I said before. Then after doing that, I went ahead and start placing this on the cake. Yes, we needed to place it, to give it that design that we want to make our soccer cake. Okay, so like I said, after cutting I allowed him to cut the rest. Now I showed him how to place this on the cake. So the first thing, you have to take, either if you're using black, fine. If you're using red or blue, fine. So that one that has 5 sides, you apply your water, place it first at the top center of the the round cake that you have made. Okay, then you will take the white one that you have that has 6 sides. Apply your water, just little water, and then you're going to place it on one of the sides of the blue one, just like this. Okay, so once you have placed it, you're going to take the white one again and place it on another side. Take the white one again and place. So you're going to place this just round the whole cake. Okay, before you start going with the blue one again. Okay, now also, if you don't want to do it this way, you can just use your artistic tool to mark the shapes on this cake. Then you use it to also make it, to have that shape of this type of patches on the cake, just like that, anyhow you want to do it. So I left him to do the rest after showing him. So once he was done, he called me and showed me, okay, sir, I'm done. I told, okay, I had to use my hand to show him how to make the line or the thread lines. Yes. So in case he wants to make some thread lines on the cake. So once we are done, we covered the board and we got something like this. Then he has to brush with or spray with alcohol, and we had this.